Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing to their action figure vehicle review. Today, we're going to look at the Hasbro G.I. Classified HasLab Cobra Rattler Ground Attack Jet. This is the third HasLab for the G.I. Classified line. I have the other two. The fourth one is being backed right now. Obviously, I got this from the Hasbro Pulse website. As you can see at the front, we have the Cobra Rattler. It's shooting missiles and drop bombs all over a Joe base. In fact, we have two of them. There's another one in the background. I'm sure some people will be crazy and buy 2, 3, or 4 of these things, but one is enough for me. Let's take a look at the box. You see at the front, we have the Cobra Rattler driving right toward you. G.I. Joe Classified, ages 14 plus, Hasbro. This is the front of the box. Action scene going on. One side, here's the Rattler shooting missiles. Other side, here's a bomb being dropped at the Joe base. At the back, a couple of these Cobra jets. At the top, Cobra Airborne. And at the bottom, you kind of have blueprints of this vehicle. The box is very large, very heavy, very awkward. So with no further ado, let's open it up. Alright, now that we got these figures and vehicle out of the package, here's everything laid out in front of you. And damn, this thing is huge. It looks fantastic so far. We have 3 figures. The actual plane, detachable wings, display stand, and it looks like tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of bombs, missiles, and blast effects. This thing is going to be awesome. We also have some patches, sticker decals, and more. In this video, we're going to take a look at each of the figures, take a look at the accessories, then we'll assemble the Rattler, check out the action features, and all that good stuff. So, let's take a quick look, get through the figures, and then get to what everyone is waiting for, the Rattler. So, here are all 3 of the figures. We've got Wild Weasel, Baroness, and then Cobra Rattler Gunner. That guy's an army builder and comes with 2 different heads, one a black man, one a white man, so you can have diversity in your army, but how many goddamn people are going to be army building the Rattler? And I know, there are going to be plenty. These figures all come with a ton of accessories, they all look great, so let's take a quick look one by one. So here's a look at Wild Weasel, red color scheme, pretty cool looking figure. He comes with 2 different helmets, one regular, one battle damage, what looks like oxygen to go to the helmet. He's got some mission or flight plans that will attach to his legs, and then a pistol. Let's take a quick look. So, starting with his face, it looks pretty good. Looks like maybe he's a little bit sort of scarred on the side there. Hair part of the side, comb back, kind of blonde. He's in what looks like a flight suit. You can see little sort of straps or harness. We have the Cobra logo. Nice little details, Cobra Airborne. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, holster for his pistol. This is where we're going to attach his, I don't know, flight plans or mission plans, whatever. I like that face sculpt. I like the scar. It looks good. Here's Wild Weasel by himself, nothing attached. Then, with his sidearm, helmet, and oxygen attached. And here, with his battle damage, helmet, and oxygen. And then, his sort of mission plans attached to his legs. I like the damage, can I kind of see how he got those scars. And then we have these things, and they're upside down. That way when he's sitting there, looking down, he'll be able to sort of read his mission plans and execute them. And here's a look at Wild Weasel, yielding his pistol. And now for Baroness. It's been a while since we got a new Baroness figure. Looks like she has a sniper rifle, 2 pistols with extended mags, a helmet, 3 different hairstyles, a headset, a mask, oxygen for the mask, and some glasses. Let's take a closer look. So, here she is, Baroness, a high-ranking Cobra officer, long flowing black hair, patch on her shoulder. I bet that's one of the patches that this came with a set. She's got sort of armor, flight suit on top, holster for her pistols, Cobra logo, double jointed elbows and knees, tall boots, high heels. Here's Baroness by herself, nothing attached, not much going on. Then, with her sidearms holstered and her first alternate hairstyle, and here with her third hairstyle, glasses, and headset on. Next, with her helmet and oxygen attached, here's Baroness holding and getting ready to use that suppressed sniper. And finally, we have the Cobra Rattler gunner. He's got a machine gun, 2 pistols, a helmet, mask with oxygen, and then an alternate head for armor building purposes. Alright, he looks pretty cool. The sculpt on hair is pretty nice. He's got a little bandana covering up his mouth. Once again, flight suit, a little harness here. I bet that's one of the patches we got. Cobra Airborne. Holsters for the pistols. Double jointed elbows and knees, of course. Looks pretty good. Here's the Rattler gunner by himself. Nothing attached. Not much going on. And with his first head. And here, with his sidearms attached and his second head. Here's the gunner with the mask and oxygen attached. And here, holding his machine gun, which, of course, has a removable magazine and a hole for some blast effects. So now let's move our attention to the Cobra Rattler, the main draw of this set. Here it is, with a ton of different pieces, all laid out in front of you. Let's put together and see what's up. Alright, now we got this thing fully assembled. Here it is massive, it's impressive. It's got a bunch of action features, light up features, landing gear, movable wings, tons of different missiles. It can actually accommodate, I believe, 3 figures. Wings that rotate, all kind of cool stuff. Let's take a closer look, and it's kind of difficult as this thing is just so hard to handle. So, as you can see, the wing, Z06, whatever that means, no step. Then we have this sort of engine piece here, and it does sort of come open to check it out. The gunner seat with rotation. The button here for the light up features. Pull handle to jettison canopies. All kind of different opening parts. Unlatch. The cockpit, although it looks like it only holds 1 figure here, 1 in the back. So I won't be able to put all 3 at the same time. Here's the back. Another sort of engine piece. Wings. The Cobra logo. Z06 again. Cobra logo on the other wing. Here's how the bottom looks. All kind of different sort of holes to attach accessories with landing gear out right now. We have a little sort of cannon at the front. Very nice. And a closer look at the hull, you can see all the different metal sort of panels and pieces and bolts all around it. Different sort of instructions, what to do in different areas. So in addition to the Rattler, we also get the stickers, patches, and instructions. We have this instruction book. Folds out, kind of shows you some different features and how to sort of put everything together. Then we have these sort of controversial patches. They included a bunch of patches that really nobody cares about. You can attach to your clothing. And we only got 3 figures instead of 4 like the last time. Then we have an endless amount of sticker decals. I'm not planning to use them right now, but maybe in the future. Tons of Cobra logos. I mean, tons of them. All kind of different stuff. Danger, Z06. And more decals. Cobra logos, Cobra Snake. Oh, looks like Hog or Wolf or I don't know what. More Cobra stuff on the back. Cobra Commander riding a horse. Baroness riding a bomb. Some pretty cool stuff. A lot of different options. Next, we have more accessories. Tons and tons of missiles and bombs, ladders, alternate damage hull pieces, and blast effects. And now that we have all the missiles, bombs, guns, and various attachments attached to the Rattler, here it is, fully assembled. Now to check out the measurements of this thing, and it is massive. So, how long it is from front to back, about 33 inches. How tall is it to the tallest point? About 8.5 inches tall. And how wide it is from wing to wing, about 32 inches wide. And now let's check out the action features of this thing, and it does quite a bit of stuff. So for starters, let's check out the underbelly. You can see all the different missiles attached, but we're really looking at the landing gear right now. The landing gear can sort of retract little button here, release, press the button, and bam, they all pop out. It works very well. Then we have the wings. The wings are able to rotate. You can take it and rotate it upward, and you can kind of see maybe the engine, allowing this thing to sort of hover. In addition to that, it makes it a whole lot easier to load all his arsenal and the different missiles. You can see both sides, and the wings are sort of connected inside. Rotate one, and you rotate them both. In addition to the fact that the wings can rotate, they're also hinged. There's a little button up here, and if you press it in, you can sort of pull the wing out, and then rotate it upward, allowing you to access all the armory. And then the engine here, you could open it up and have the guys doing maintenance or fixing it. Next you have this little compartment here, it says unlatch. You can open it up, exposing some ammunition and weaponry. And on the other side here, you can pull this sort of release, and it extends out a little sort of step stool to get up into the Rattler. Then we have this gunner seat, of course. You can put a figure inside of there. Guns at the front is sort of glass here, and the guns themselves do rotate. And you could open up the glass. Here's a pretty good look at the inside of the gunner seat, and then a look at the control panel in the gunner seat. And here's a look at the gunner in the back seat. And of course, you can have one figure in the back and one in the front. Front back part opens up, put the figure in the seat. If you need more clearance, you can take that off pretty easily. I was sort of expecting it to be a two-seater at the top, but it's not, and that's okay. A look at the inside of the cockpit. You can see the seat and the controls on the side. And here's a look at the dash. All kind of monitors and control panels. Here's a look at Wild Weasel flying the Rattler. It also comes with an alternate piece of the hull. You can take this part here off and then replace it with a battle damaged chunk. And on either wing here, you can attach this ladder to allow your guys to climb up and then get into the gunner seat up here. Now to attach some of the blast effects, you can attach this effect to the front cannon. This one's smaller effects. You can plug in some of those medium flame pieces onto the back of the engines on the middle wings, in addition to one of the larger blast effects in the very back engine. So in addition to that, both this sort of fatter and longer missile, you can attach the really large blast effect to the back, or a smaller version. The smaller one is probably a little better for the missile, so here it is, like it's being launched or fired. So here are the missiles on the plane, nothing going on. And then add the fire effect to the large missile, like it's just firing off of the Rattler. And then you can attach the larger blast effect to where the missile's attached, as if it's sort of flying off and going towards the target. One other little detail about this thing, you can take the top sort of warhead part off. Another cool little tidbit, a couple of these missiles filled with things, it makes that Rattler type noise. And the Rattler here also has a light up feature. There's a button at the top here, you press it, and some lights come up. We have the sort of headlight type things on either side here. The cockpit has red light going inside, and so does the gunner seat. And it has three different options. This one has white light coming here. Press it again, and it has white mixed with red. And then press it again, and it's both red and red. Now, there's no way to turn it off. You have to wait a full 2 minutes, which I think is kind of annoying, but can be useful at the same time for display purposes. Here it is, lit up in a fully lit room, then lit up in a semi-lit room, and then in a completely dark room. And now to look at the display stand. It comes in a bunch of pieces when put together. It's like this. So it has place to store extra pieces, missiles. The bottom here has a compartment that comes out for additional storage, which is actually very useful if that's how you want to display your vehicle. On the top, it has 4 of these little sort of pegs that work with the Rattler. Here's a look at the Rattler utilizing the display stand. Magnificent beast. Look at this thing. Very nice way to display it. And you can flip it around with the display stand, have it going down in attack mode. Here's a look at the Rattler in a top secret Cobra base. And here's a look at the HISS tank in a different top secret Cobra layer. And then the Dragonfly in a Joe base. all three of the HasLabs. So overall, this is an absolutely fantastic G.I. Joe vehicle. It always seems like the Cobra stuff has the cooler sort of vehicles. In his tank, this vehicle, they're always darker, sleeker. I really like the Dragonfly as well, but this thing just looks great. It looks like a realistic jet. It has some Cobra insignia and tons of weaponry. The action features are cool. If I were to rate this thing, I mean, I feel like I have to give it a 9 out of 10. They just did such a good job with it. Sure, it's pricey, and God, if you want to get one without backing it, it's going to be ridiculous pricey. But it's a really, really well done vehicle. Hasbro puts out some pricey items, but they are very, very good quality. So, drop a line in the comments below. Who else has one of these things? Let me know how you like it. Is anyone out there have more than one of them? That is quite a thing. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys